Bionic Gloves presents the Hands-On Golf Podcast, bringing anatomy and hand function to the forefront of glove design to improve comfort, fit, and performance. Bionic is a division of Hilrich & Bradsby Company, makers of Louisville Slugger bats and ball gloves. Bionic gloves are the only gloves designed by a leading orthopedic hand surgeon, Dr. Jim Kleinert.
Welcome everyone to this edition of the Bionic Gloves Hands-On Golf Podcast. My name is Chaz Rao, I'm your host, and I'm here with Eric Gilliland at the Audubon Country Club here in Louisville, Kentucky. Let's get right into this week's question, and it comes in from Wayne, and he says, hitting the driver, how should I lift my trail arm lift when using the driver? I learned not to lift too far up, yet I see other guys in pros lifting their arms all the way back. And how much should I bend to get that rubber band snap as I start my downswing? Eric?
Well, Wayne, when I saw your question, it reminded me of the first podcast that we ever did here at Audubon.
Which is right here
on this tee box, exactly. Where we were talking about getting more power with the driver. So in a second here, we'll look at what to do in your backswing that'll help you answer that question.
And then you can also view episode 1 as well.
Absolutely.
Well, now, Wayne, just remember, for you submitting this and we using your story idea, you get the official Bionic glove right here on Eric's hand. Not Eric's, but you get your own. We'll send that out to you real soon. Now, if you'd like to participate, it's real easy. All you have to do is send us an email, podcast@bionicgloves.com. Make sure you include the story idea, your name, full mailing address, whether you're right or left-handed, and what size you wear. You do all that, and we use your question. We'll be more than happy to send you a glove. Now, please keep leaving your feedback on iTunes and YouTube as well. Now, let's get started on this podcast episode to see how we can help Wayne answer this question about hitting the ball properly.
Okay, Wayne, we're going to address your question by really looking at the entire backswing. You're concerned about what happens with your trail arm, and I assume from that you mean that this arm, your control arm, in the backswing. So, I'm going to address this golf ball, and what I want to do in starting the club back is think low and slow. So that's going to allow my left shoulder to effectively push the club back along the ground and let it slowly rise into this position. From right here, you can see that my shaft is right down the line of my toes. And from this position, I simply want to keep my left arm extended as I lift the club up over my turning right shoulder. Your question is, how far do I go back? Well, you can see in this position that my left arm is fully extended, but I haven't overextended like I would here. So I only want to take the club and my left arm as far back as I can support it without bending it. So for me, that's this position. For some, like a John Daly, it might be back here, but I can't get in that position. So you're going to have to assess where that spot is for you. Then in the answer to your question about the downswing, how do you get that rubber band snap? In starting the downswing, I want the club to set for just a split second at the top, let my left hip start to clear, and let my hands follow. That's going to create as much speed as possible because my hips are firing, letting my hands chase. A lot of mistakes in the golf swing are made by the hands starting the downswing, the hips clearing out, and you can see this is going to create a pretty bad move to the golf ball. So hopefully that answers your question, Wayne. If you have any more questions about the golf swing, you can see your local PGA professional or visit bionicgloves.com and check out some of our podcasts. Thanks for the question.